Is going solo the best way to get abundance for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Virgo? So before we begin, I had called in your guides and your guardians and all of the beautiful angelic guides. And what they are saying is some of you need to go solo. This is that time for you to make a break. You may have been planning and preparing, and for some of you, this is going to achieve the ultimate success. You've been through a lot over the last, they're showing me definitely 1 to 2 years for some of you. It could be 10 for some of you, but it's really looking like this last year has been very challenging indeed. Now, Mercury's in retrograde, so don't think it's going to come with ease. It may not. You may have one obstacle after another, Virgo. However, it is going to lead you in the right direction because the plans that you made, what you've been preparing to do, is finally going to come to a growth cycle. A growth cycle is completing. So those plans you made is going to propel you into that. Look at, you got the World card right here. This is a brand new chapter, Virgo. You are creating something that's going to be absolutely incredible. Now, again, this is something you've already had in the works. Some of you may be able to start very quickly and bust through the end of the year, but in December, you are definitely going to see the results of what you've been working so hard to do. A partnership that you may have been wanting is not necessarily in your best interest for some of you, and some of you pairing is what's going to make the difference. So it's like the question is from your guides, is going solo the right way to abundance for you? You're going to need to make a decision for a lot of you, whether you need to partner up in your work, in your career, in a project that you're working on. And please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything in this reading is going to be all about you. You can always book a reading with me. They are still open and they will be closing permanently for quite some time at the end of the year. I've extended it because so many people wanted them, but you definitely have a new offer, a new opportunity on the way. Now that's your overall general message. So let's go a little bit more in depth, Virgo, because I feel that some of you, and I know you have, because I read all your messages, whether it's a comment on here or it's a message sent directly to me, I read them and I know where you're at and I understand what you're going through. The fear of making a change has definitely kept some of you stuck. It has made it to a point where you need to take action, is the big thing right there. In order to create this change, you need to take action. Fear will keep us stuck. Old anger, holding on to old people, old patterns. These things will no longer, as we move into the new era, the new spiritual world that is all around us, those old patterns and people and ideas and beliefs will not benefit us going into 2024. But with Virgo, I see something incredible is on the way. Now, this is a big moment for a lot of you. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. You may be dealing with an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. Whoever you're dealing with in whatever aspect of your life, this is going to lead to something that is incredible. See, we have the Eight of Swords, and that just flew out right here with this. It's time to take action to break free from what has been restricting you. If this is in a relationship, we'll look at that in just a moment, and a romantic or family relationship, we'll look at that in a moment. But right now they're saying it is time for you to get unstuck because something brand new is coming in. Brand new birth. This can be a birth of a new idea, a new product, a new career, a new path is what it is, whatever that path is for you. So let's go a little bit deeper when we look at family and friends, because I do believe a lot of you have been hanging on to people that hurt you. They twist, your guides are saying they twist your thoughts into, a false reality. So their perception is kind of like impeding on your beliefs, and you probably don't even realize it. And when you take a step back over the next 2 to 3 weeks, you are going to see this. Mercury's in retrograde, and it starts technically on December 13th, but the pre and the post go from November 25th all the way through January 20th. So we're going to feel the effects all the way in this time. And this is going to be a big one. This is a big one because 2024 is a huge year. It's a year of success. It is a year to make that big leap of faith, to turn something from this into this. And that's what I see a lot of the Virgos are getting ready to do. So let's look at your family, friends, and people around you right now. You have the Ace of Swords that just flew out. Some of you have made a break from, they're saying it's a person around you, again, that says things that are confusing you. They're conflicting you, and they're constricting you. The Ace of Swords is that brand new beginning where the authentic you, the true you, everything about you is coming forward. And you have to make any breakaway if you didn't already. And if you did, this may be an idea that you need to make a tweak in it. You need to cut out a section and bring it back around and fix it, and it will grow for you. Now, the Six of Pentacles flew out when it comes to relationships, especially with this Princess of Cups. This is a relationship that has brought a lot of pain and agony in the past for some of you, but yet there's love, absolute love. So the pain that you endured with this person doesn't mean it's like life altering, oh my gosh, knocking you on the ground. Some, yes, but the majority of you, this is somebody that you truly do love. And you can still see there is a conflict going on between the two of you where the balance needs to be restored, because this flew out in the upside down. So that Six of Pentacles it's about growth. It is about absolutely taking the lead by the reins of a horse, of your horse, and moving it forward. Now, that was me who just said that, but that was a translation of what they're saying, and you can tell when I translate it and it's me, it doesn't flow as well. My guided messages for you is to open your heart and use your mind and create discernment, all right, logic and heart. And you are going to start this new beginning, and it is going to be wild for a lot of you. And when I say wild, I'm talking about this, it's just like, it's stunning. Okay, this is a new look. Some of you, it is going to be a brand new look. It is going to be a brand new you. The way you act, the way you move, the real you is coming out. Influence is no more. Exaggeration of what you've been doing is going to create a perfection of you. Does that make sense? In order to understand love, we have to understand the opposite. So light and dark, right? But we have to go in the middle in order to create that beautiful alignment. So when we come from, let's say, anger on the dark side, we go to the complete opposite. We go all the way to love. And now we don't want to be overgiving, so it's in the center. And that's what you guys are doing. You're getting in the center, and it's the perfect time to do it. Whoever's coming back in from the past, you guys, especially if it's a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces individual, particularly that person who carries a lot of love, who carries a lot of emotional immaturity, you guys aren't necessarily on the same page. That particular person may be the one that you need to take a look at. As we go further into this, there is something special about this person. It doesn't mean you have to cut them completely out of your life, but you do need to stop listening to them. You do need to start focusing on your ideas. Some of you have this incredible, they're showing me like fireworks, okay? It's an idea, enlightenment for some of you. This big boof, and that is what's going to lead you to success. Look at that, the Ten of Pentacles. That's what's going to lead to a big payout. It could be uniting, for some of you, uniting with this person. For those of you who are looking for a partnership in a way to produce income, in a way to produce security, um, and obviously in romantic love as well. But it's not uh, necessarily there to create confusion. They don't want you to be confused by this person. If there's confusion, it's not the right one. If there is any hesitation inside of you, it's probably not the right thing. Follow your intuition. All right, let me pull a couple more cards here. When we look at family, yeah, see, we have the card of confusion. There's been a lot of confusion around creating this abundant life with this person, because I feel like they just kind of, they do this. Okay, and this was the first card that pulled out for you when I was shuffling the deck, the Five of Cups. We've lost the Three Cups over here, and there are Two Cups in the back. This is your opportunity for those two cups to explode. The Two of Cups is a partnering, a pairing that can be within you, where you're going solo, saying, my mind, my body, and my spirit are completely aligned, and I'm moving into a better place. And for another group of you, this is finally releasing what was holding you back. When we have somebody, when we go through the spiritual awakening, okay, that spirit, oh my gosh, it is the worst, right? It is the worst. Leave a comment on what you went through, because it takes you from one spectrum all the way to the other, and so much clouded confusion in the middle, which is what we're talking about. But in the end, we wind up seeing ourselves in a completely different light. We see what we thought about ourselves all along, not based on other people, but based on our own opinion of ourselves, who we really are. And that's what a lot of you are doing right now. This Two of Cups emerges when we are ready to start this new adventure. And that's exactly what's going on with you guys. You are starting a new path, one that is going to be very, very beautiful. You're walking away from anything that is not working. Remember, the cups equal abundance. All right. The Ace of Cups, that's the ultimate abundance. And that means what you want and need will come for you. All right. It's going to fall into place for you. So as we walk to go get the ninth cup, which is about joy and happiness, you are going to see something that is spectacular. Now, again, we have to really take a look at Mercury in retrograde. It's going to bring back memories of the past. It's going to bring back, the thoughts of what you went through. It's going to do pretty much everything we're talking about in this reading, because it's release. It's the final big release, because 2024 is an unbelievable year. And we're going to, this is for December, and your January reading will be out shortly. But let me say, 2024 is going to be a make it or break it year. It truly is. So this is that time for all of our Virgos to say yay or nay and make that big growth movement, okay, whatever it is that you're doing. So let's take a look at romance career. Let's look at career. We just kind of looked at family and friends, and I'll pull a romance card in the end. But you have a lot of tension is around you guys, a lot of tension. We have the Tower card here. Somebody's been sitting a little bit too long trying to make a decision. All right, so let's go in deeper on this. Your guides are saying, yes, you've been sitting a little bit too long, and they're going to agitate it. Mercury in retrograde is going to stir things up for you. They're going to shake your world up a little bit so that you have to make a decision. Because remember, time does not stand still for us. It doesn't stop because we don't know what direction to go. We stop and it keeps going. So it's going around us, and that's what we're doing. We're turning into a brand new year. We're turning into a new cycle. So this is that moment for you to say, I know exactly what I'm going to do. If you've been with somebody in a career or a project, it can be a project. You could be, trying to put together this incredible opportunity for people in your neighborhood to get together on weekends and go hiking or golfing or whatever it is, whatever your project is, whether it's humanitarian or just in your neighborhood. This is that moment for you to make that decision. Are you going to do it? And for a lot of you, I do feel it has a lot to do with humanitarian acts of kindness, okay, where this is going to actually come back to you. And it's going to flow very smooth in the year 2024. But right now, through this period of time, you have to make sure that your business, your career, your project, whatever you're doing, okay, if you're a parent, stay-at-home parent, that is your career. You have to make sure that all things are in order so that they don't fall apart, so that they don't come apart at the seams. Remember, sometimes going solo, making the decision on your own is for the best. Your partner, your team, your everything around you, all of the people around you, even your own company may not have your best interests at heart. So Mercury in retrograde is going to shake things up so that you can take another look at what you're doing. Is this right for you? Remember, if it's not right for you is when we start having bad things come in. And it doesn't mean that we always have consistency. Absolutely not. It does mean that we're able to put things back into balance very, very quickly after we have lost something, after we've had that Three of Swords energy. Now, I feel for some of you in your career, it may be coming to an end. A lot of businesses, a lot of companies are changing. A lot of project descriptions are changing as far as the way that we go forward. January is going to be crazy. January through June, it is going to be very, very big deal. So making sure that we have all the pieces put together. If you have a document that you have signed with an organization, make sure you're reading the fine print. There's something in the fine print in this situation that can actually turn things in your favor. Okay, some of you are going to be leaving with a settlement package. Others of you are walking out, I am done. It's like all of these different things are getting ready to take place, and it's going to be different for all of you. Leave us a comment on what's going on with your career, your project, whatever it is you're working on. And if you're at home doing nothing, I'm sorry for that, but you may find yourself in a bit of a tough time next year. So this is that time to reanalyze everything and make a direction movement. Okay, make that movement of where you want to go. So it is heavy energy, but it's also going to lead to something very, very positive. The 10 of Cups, a happy home, happy life, abundance. And that's where the whole message, this reading has been about abundance. You have a big amount of abundance coming in. Now, some of you are going to make peace with a family member who has been gone for quite some time, and you are going to make peace with that, whether they come back in or you do it on your own. That peace is going to bring inner peace to you, and it's going to implode in your everyday life. I'm going to pull one romance card, then we're going to pull angel cards and more messages for you outside of the tarot through our oracle cards and, of course, the guided messages. Virgo, it is going to be quite an amazing month for you. It truly is. So let's see what they want you to know on the romantic front. Calling in your soulmate. All right, for those of you who are with somebody where you've been going through this situation, and I don't feel it's like, like I said, it's not necessarily that you're leaving this person, but it is, it's like, shh, I got to figure this out on my own. Making decisions solo. And then you can always go back to your person. If you choose to, it's up to you in your relationship, but you are with somebody that can help you. That's what you want to do. Others of you, you're walking away from this. You are walking into a new relationship, and there is going to be a lot of new love that comes in the year 2024. It is going to be really, really amazing how people are going to fall in love. And I don't mean fake love. I don't mean using each other, because you've grown. So you can tell if it's somebody who's going to hurt you or not. So you are getting ready to meet a soulmate. No, not somebody that's going to take you down that spiritual journey again, because you've already grown. If you didn't grow, then obviously it's a repetitive cycle. but that's not what's coming through here. You're getting ready. You're preparing yourself to meet that special person, somebody you never thought would come in. If you've never been in love before, this is going to be that moment. All right, so let's pull a card here for you to help you. Grief. Okay, and that's what you're doing. You are literally completing this cycle. Anything left is going to be removed, and anything that's needed is going to come in and be replaced, because you're making a pathway to allow this abundance in. If you're already at a place of success, if you're already feeling like, I am so abundant, I can't have any more, that's not true. We can always have more. There's something major getting ready to come in. Now, your guardian message oracle card is, when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. So give yourself some time today. Give yourself a moment to relax. Learn to meditate. Learn to keep your mind, your body, and spirit in alignment. And you will be amazed at how going solo is going to be super easy. How all of these things, you're going to manifest things from a completely different angle. Have a very happy holiday season. Much love.